两位美国声乐老师畅谈，观看周深拉斯维加斯演唱会感想。
Good morning, everybody.
It was fast. Because for the first time ever, you saw me hit record.
I know. I got the jump head start.
Welcome to the Throga channel. We have a lot to get to.
Yep.
Let me start off by saying that we will be doing a full concert review from the, I think at least primarily from the night that we were there. If not, there might be a song or two from the second night. I'm not sure yet because we're going to need help collecting those videos. We'll talk more about that later.
Homework assignment for you.
But for now, welcome to the channel. We're very excited to have you here. And I'm going to press another button that doesn't exist. You know what to do.
I do? Oh, but before you do, hit like and subscribe and ring that bell. This is weird.
Also, please be sure to click on the link below where you can buy us a coffee, help support. It is weird. The graphic's not there.
Oh, I'm lost.
Become a Throne member and help support this reaction and our channel in general.
We're in the same room.
It's everything about this is weird. But we appreciate your love and support. And speaking of love and support,
Yes.
we are surrounded by
Oh, my goodness.
things and toys and
Great toys.
just stickers and all these amazing things after meeting all the fans. And we're going to show you that stuff as well. But let's get into it. We're going to take you through our whole trip play by play. I arrived first from Orlando to Las Vegas on Tuesday of this week. And first thing I did was I went to the casino, the Park MGM casino.
you lost
resort.
everything.
No.
No.
To kind of scout out, like, where do we meet?
I am sitting on the steps of the Dolby Live Theater. Can't wait to see you guys.
Fortunately, the weather was fantastic the whole time we were here. Something you were...
I was really looking forward to for being from New York, yes.
Wednesday morning was arguably the most epic live stream we've ever accomplished.
This is my favorite one. The lighting is a little bit better today, but the lighting was amazing.
Don't start the giggles. Don't start giggling. We're never going to walk away from that one.
Some of you may recognize this background. It is from the best, worst live stream ever accomplished on YouTube, aka the Throga channel. Thank you again, everybody, for participating in that and hanging out with us. We had a great time, and now I'm looking forward to connecting with some students, and hopefully in just 2 days' time, we're going to get to meet several of you.
And then on Thursday, finally...
Some would say the trip finally started for the first time. I arrived.
There he
Hello,
is!
friends.
Hey!
How are you? Made it.
Hey, you almost fit.
Yep. Very comfortable.
Yes, very comfy.
Yeah, so I met up with Richard, and then we immediately went out and met up with a mutual friend of ours, Sarah Thiel, an amazing singer-songwriter, producer, does it all.
She is just an incredible human, and it was so much fun hanging out with her.
This is the wonderful Sarah Thiel, the one and only. I have known her for many years. We were trying to establish how we actually met.
No idea.
Didn't
And
know.
it's a mystery.
I actually didn't know.
Don't know. But the important thing that I want to share with you is that Sarah is actually the one responsible for coming up with the name Throga. I remember we were in a session, it was on Skype, 2008-ish. Is that what we're guessing?
Yeah.
I remember saying something about there was some sort of vocal therapy that we're working through, and I said, "Oh, it's like yoga for
the
your
throat."
throat." And she spits back, "Throga."
But
There you
also,
go.
there's no genius there.
No, it was genius. We both paused. We both completely paused. It was silent, and I was like, "Can I have that?" Anyway, I love her, and therefore we love her.
We love
Thank
her.
you
Yes.
for being a part of the Throga family from the very beginning. Yay!
Cause I know someday you'll be the least that I realize to put myself together someday, maybe someday.
So then we got up on Friday morning, and we headed out.
Some got up earlier than others, because God, he's an early riser by nature. And going out west and losing those 3 hours, it's
I was up at 2:30 every morning.
day. For me, it worked out great. So I got to sleep in my normal time,
Man.
plus some. So I am well rested for the first time in the history of this channel.
This is true. This
Yes.
is true. So that was brutal. But we went up to meet a friend of ours, Zoe, who we worked with in the past.
Right. Oh, actually, before that, we made a little pit stop to.
Oh my God.
We went to the greatest store ever. So those of you who have ever been to Las Vegas know that it is not cheap, and everything is about twice as expensive as it normally is. But we found this wonderful store where everything was you know, $2 waters. Couldn't believe it.
That's amazing.
So we stocked up. Anyway, we digress.
Yes.
So we, after that, we went to meet Zoe.
Her background is just insane. She has worked with, well, first of all, she was a performer, and she's an oboist, and she toured with
Stephen Van Zandt from Bruce Springsteen, the E Street Band, and also The Sopranos.
She produced, or not produced, she engineered, I think, Born in the USA. He's not my cup of tea, but dude, that's
really,
an album.
That is a huge
That is
album.
an album. Meatloaf, which is my cup of tea.
Elvis.
She put the 30 singles, worked on that project. She worked on Imagine Dragons hit record. And the studio that we went to is called Hideout. Absolutely incredible. Actually, I would say it's the best studio I've ever been in my life.
I would say so. Yeah, it was unbelievable. Yeah,
The vibe.
We were just we were just in heaven being in there.
And they've recorded a lot of hard rock bands too, like the, you know, Disturbed and Ozzy, and One OK Rock, which was awesome to see. And then Johnny got his hands on one of the best sounding pianos I've ever been.
Oh yeah, a Yamaha 9-foot grand, I believe. Was it 9 foot?
I think so.
Okay. It was
Incredible.
taller than me, so I guess it was 9 foot.
Must have been.
That is.
Right?
And then finally came the time, Friday night, to go to Park MGM.
Which I love that I didn't have to wait too long. I got here and it was a day, and then I got to go to the concert. It was great.
That's lovely.
You know, I mean, some people get here.
Whereas I had a live, very invasive X-ray. Okay. I can't even.
my sign. Where's my sign?
Can't even find the outro. Before we had the experience of Charlie, of course, is just the community that he's built. So we met people from obviously China and Hong Kong, mainland and Hong Kong, from Taiwan, they're from Canada, just they're flying in from everywhere, of course across the US.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just the energy, the love, and the hugs. Like we'd hear from behind us, we'd be like, Richard, John, running up with the arms wide.
And literally, and this is not an exaggeration, and I know this sounds sort of like I'm being bubbly and cutesy with it, but every single person we met was so nice and so genuine. So
and they
loving
brought us
towards
stuff too, as I mentioned. And by the way, I'm going to have all the photos that we did collect. We'll have that at the end of this video. So if you were there and you met us, your picture hopefully is there. Please feel free in the comments when we get there to identify like the timestamp, which one you are, because we don't remember all the names. And it was just awesome. But the stuff that, I can just show a couple
few
things here.
Yeah.
I mean, this bag, which is,
Yeah.
now none of this is like official merch, my understanding, unless he had this in China. This is 2025, so I
It's all
don't
made
think
by
it
the
is.
Fans themselves, yeah. I mean, the quality of this stuff was amazing.
Look at this. It's
I
a,
know, it's so.
and I'm never going to ever put anything on it. And that Johnny got his little rice man.
Oh, we both got one.
We got one of us.
Lucky.
So you got one from Amber,
Yeah.
I think,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got one from. Oh, what's her name? Okay, she was wearing a rose red jacket with gold buttons, ivory shoes, a nice blouse top, and she had bangs. But I don't remember your name.
Oh.
But thank you.
Oh my God.
These are incredible.
Look at her, so cute.
Johnny was doing that the other night. I was trying to sleep, and he's just like, it's just killing me.
I love these things so much.
Oh, and then we got this. Look at this little guy. Look at him.
I'd go even higher, but I can't.
He's just amazing.
Oh, they're great.
And then these were given to us. Please let us know again in the comments. I think it says right here. These are specially made stamps that was sent to the Joshan North American Fan Club to give to us, and we've got 2 sets of these.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just
the
incredible
quality in
artwork.
these. Yeah, like the quality of the paper. And I just love the little guy. They're like the little rice man. It's just,
I know.
what a great little character.
And you know what else I got? People kept giving me tissues.
Shocking.
Not really sure why. I have several packs of tissues now. Then we went to the VIP experience. We had gourmet snacks, which was a handful of popcorn. So that was
Pretzels.
nice. We had a great time in the sense of just a quiet space to have more long quality conversations with people.
No, we
so
definitely met some really cool
that's
people
everything.
back there. Yeah, it was
And
worth it.
it was there that, I hope I'm saying your name right, Taiwan? T-A-O?
Yeah,
Taiwan.
this is really cool.
Charlie's debut album, as we have listened to this. This is not available in the United States. This is an entire book. I mean, this is what music used to be. You buy the album, there'd be the inserts, and
yeah, it was a whole experience. And
this, I will need some interpretation. Luckily, there's apps that will help me with this. Move through this. But the artwork and the vibe, and she was so sweet because she gave this to us, and I said, "Well, do you have a second one?" She was like, "I think I can get one." I'm like, "No, keep it. We're not going to take this."
And then she finally confirmed that she could get one, and we felt a little less guilty,
better. Yes.
you know, because that's a big sacrifice.
Oh, before that, we saw Sarah.
Oh, that's right.
On the way to the VIP, finally.
That's right, Ludo. I'm Sarah.
Sarah, friend.
It was like right from a film. We're just like running towards each other, like, wee.
I know. It's just, you know,
awesome.
Just as nice and sweet as
she's
she
incredible.
is. You know, as she's been on our show, so that was awesome.
Yes.
We are here in Las Vegas, and we just met our best friend Sarah.
So after the VIP party, then we went to our seats, and really cool venue. And immediately when you sit down, there are treats, more treats for us. We love gifts.
But this time from Charlie.
From Charlie himself.
Yes, we just sat down at our seats, and what is in it?
I'm guessing this is a glow stick of some sort.
Do you have to hit it?
I don't know. Maybe you bite it?
It doesn't come with instructions. Oh, pull the tab.
No, we're probably not supposed to do it yet.
I'm a rule breaker. I think you should do it now.
No, I'm not going to do it now.
Fine.
Oh, wait, let's bookmark. Look at this.
That's cool.
Look at this thing.
Is this also a bookmark?
I don't know what this is. Hi there, this is Joe Shen. I'm happy to see you. You've shown me so many beautiful sights, but I've never imagined you'd bring me to a place this far away. If I had to use 2 words to describe my journey, they would be unbelievable and lucky. Waited 10 years for this moment to meet you all, and now we can make wonderful memories together. No matter when or where, please take good care of yourself for me. And always remember, you are shining. Your light has always warmed us.
You just feel invited. You feel like you're entering Charlie's home. It just has that like welcoming thing from the artist. I've never had that
There's
before.
just never a sense that there's not an appreciation coming from him to his fans at all times, and he puts so much care and time into making sure that his fans know that, which I think they do already, but he never rests on his laurels.
再次欢迎并感谢大家的光临，愿我们今晚可以尽情享受，共同创造一段独一无二的美好回忆。
We're going to do like a detailed review of the entire concert, but maybe just a quick recap, because I know a lot of people are asking what we thought. Sound is great. That's what we expected. It's the Dolby
The place
Live.
is known for its sound. So
Yes.
even at our seats, which were in the upper balcony,
Right.
everything sounded great. You can just, I mean, as musicians and performers over there, you just know the moment you step into a room if it's going to sound good or not. And this one sounded great.
And then Charlie's performance, again, I want to try to keep this short. The word I kept thinking of was just joyful. There's just a presence about him. And again, the gratitude. I mean, just the deep bows and the thank yous in English and Chinese and just overall, you felt honored. You felt honored to pay to be there, right?
Yeah.
It's just that it was just the level of appreciation. I'm sure that comes from his background. You know, he's just had such an underdog story, so he just hasn't lost touch with that. Some people did point out that his voice wasn't 100%, and I just wanted to comment on that. My voice, as you can tell, is almost 100%. I come from a tropical space, so going from Orlando to a desert for a week, screaming at the show, talking for hours at a loud volume, yeah, that did me in. And no sleep, actually, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Just no sleep.
And I've come from the cold and dry, so this was an improvement for me. So I've been flourishing.
So I just wanted to throw that out there too, in case any of you hear my voice. And I gave a lot of hugs. I'm not sick. There was no, nothing contagious or anything like that. But I want to say that his performance, if you had never heard him before, you wouldn't have known that there was any sort of compromise taking place at all.
Yes, yeah, and this is a good example too to just showcase how the things that singers have to go through. I mean, this is just us traveling 4 or 5 hours, and even that has its challenges. And last trip that I went on, I got sick, and I mean, people don't understand. It's just that singers have to deal with that and somehow still rise above it and put on a great show.
But just the pressure, too, because this was after the London scenario. So now it's, he had to recover, and he's doing great. And by the way, we were told the second night
was even better.
People were saying it was even better, just like.
And we were thrilled with the first night.
We
so
were
I can't
not
imagine
disappointed. So if you know the artist intimately, you can catch these little choices that they make. But none of it felt like it took away from the performance. He always served this song, and it was just.
And the energy was always up, and he was just so
happy.
And
just 3 hours of like.
Yeah, and you consider that time change. I mean, he mentioned that during the show how tired he was, just basically.
Can't imagine
reversing the day, you know. So he felt like it was morning for him, early morning, and he just put out that energy, and he connected so great.
And I think a lot of it is getting that first show out of the way, right? So especially after being sick. So I think there's that probably
the
took
first
place.
concert in North America. I mean,
exactly.
And that's a pressure that I didn't even realize that he probably was facing as well.
So I think he's going to be on a roll now. I think it'll be interesting to kind of dissect that a little bit more with each song and I want to hear the songs again because it happened so fast.
你都有回最初的相遇。
After the concert, we took some photos, got to meet more people, which was amazing, and then
we were tired
and hungry.
We were tired. It was a 3-hour show, and again, we're talking about his energy level. I mean, we were tired, so I can't imagine what he must have felt.
So we wandered aimlessly trying to find some food. We were with Robbie, one of our Diamond members, and Alex, now one of our Gold Thornley members, trying to find food, and it just the wait times, and we just couldn't do it. So but after dropping Alex off at our hotel, her feet were hurting, but we had to take care of her, our fellow Shen.
Exactly.
And then we found a Del Taco on the way home.
Throughout the course of the day, with everything that was going on, we forgot to eat. Exactly. So we were tired and famished. We were starving.
A cheap quesadilla never tasted so good. So Saturday morning, I think we got back to the hotel at about 2:30 a.m. I was up around 5. Finally got to sleep in.
Nuts.
Then.
You didn't have to, by the way.
I didn't want to. My body was like, go.
And I slept in extra long.
So annoyed. And then we went back to Park MGM, and we got to meet several of the North American Joshen fan club people.
That's great.
Johnny and I talked about this. There's such a guilty pleasure in what we're doing because it's like people are thanking us. We're having fun. You know what I mean? So it's we just feel a part of something that we recognize as special, not just in the artists, but based on the people. So kind and generous, and just the smiles and just the love that Charlie is able to emanate. It's just like it emanates like through others, and that's just this experience is just fantastic. It is. So they were just all awesome.
So yes, after the meetup with the North American Fan Club, we had some lunch with a couple Thronely members / good friends, Latte Lover and Robbie, and of course Gaia and Alice.
Alice is such a key part of our success on YouTube, specifically related to Joshen, because she was the first one to translate everything to Billy. It was Zach Chen and Alice were doing these quick turnarounds, and it's people like Alice taking the time, obviously out of love of Charlie, to connect people from the US to over to China and everything else to translate, and just helped us really build this subset of community within Joshen's fandom. And we're just so grateful to her. And it is
an honor to meet them in person for the first time. They're so humble, and really didn't necessarily want to be mentioned, but we're going to, because we appreciate you so much, and
please forgive us.
Yes. So we had lunch with them, and like I said, a couple of Thronely members that we have met online, but there was the ones that couldn't be there.
All right, so this is a gift from Art. So
I'm guessing it's a bag of mushrooms.
This could be anything, but most likely it's a mushroom of some sort. Okay.
Yes, I was right.
These are the ones that I had that refer to a crisp, I think.
So to balance that, we have these 2 cute little. This one's yours, right?
Yep.
Yes. these cute little.
Look at little fans.
Mine's sexier than yours.
Yeah,
It's
but
all-
mine's
it's
taking
all
a-
like lounging.
Mine's taking a good nap.
This is very Jack Black.
It is very Jack Black.
I
Yeah,
love this.
the life of a panda. It's
Yes.
the one for me.
It's got little snacks inside. They're delicious.
So during the course of our lunch, I did notice out of the corner of my eye there was a face that was peering out from this booth that was a ways away, and
She's so sweet.
yeah, so I signaled over.
Oh my goodness!
It was a daughter and her mother, and it was just the cutest lady, and she talked to us for a while.
After lunch, there was a fan meetup. There's several different, tables and booths set up with just Charlie fans from around the world representing their different fan clubs. And it was so cool to go in that immersive space. I believe Johnny may have been the tallest one there.
I kind of stood out
by a foot.
a little bit.
Everyone was so great and got to meet a bunch of people and did the interview with Grace. And then there was someone else that we promised an interview with. Johnny searched for you. So
I did.
whoever you are,
Diligently searched
can't
for you.
remember
Yeah,
your name.
Yes. So we're sorry that we didn't get the chance to do it, but maybe we can do it later sometime.
Yes.
Who knows? What a great atmosphere. I mean, so much excitement. I mean, there's Charlie music playing in the background, and you can just tell that everybody was just so amped up to be there.
And then after they all got together and they recited something that was in Chinese. So we're in that group. I have some footage of that. If anyone wants to help us out as to what it is we were a part of.
No, and that was
would be
great to see too, because again, it just that exemplified the community aspect. Everybody is just so excited to be there in the first place, but to be there together and celebrating this amazing artist is just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, and they go above and beyond. I remember talking to Laura, the head of the Charlie Jochen North American Fan Club. And I mean, their team puts together these graphics and they fund the advertising, like on the trucks going down the Vegas Strip, things like that. This is just next level dedication and love to get him seen and heard and just to be presented.
The pride they have in Joshin is really awe-inspiring and deservedly so. And I'm sure he's so proud to have a fan base like that, which he is. I mean, he really he doesn't hide it.
Very clear. Very clear. After one of the interviews that we did, I made some side comment about the little rice man. Said, "Oh, I wish he was holding up like a little Throga." Would it be cool if he had like a little flag holding up the little Throga logo? 15 minutes later, she's coming up with an iPad. She got this fully designed. I'm just like, this is amazing. Thank you, Alice, for that. That was super cool. Yeah, a different Alice from before. So then we scurried off to meet more people in front of the Dolby Live for the Saturday night performance, even though we didn't get to go to the performance. But we were lucky enough to interview with Charlie's crew. They were not specifically for us.
And we did a couple interviews where at the end, the interviewer asked us to send a direct message to Charlie. That was really cool because we were able to show our gratitude towards him in his artistry and all that he's provided for us and the people that we've met through him. And I mean, the whole thing has been made possible because of him. So so nice to be able to show our appreciation to him.
So hopefully he sees that. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So after that, we headed off to Fremont Street to experience the antithesis of what we had of being around the Joshin experience.
Yeah, just a very, the Joshin experience, which is sort of rooted in love and peacefulness and, just this community and, it's a spiritual experience. And then we went to the other side of things where just loud and bright
debauchery everywhere.
Debauchery,
so
not judging that. It's
no. It's
very
just
different. Very different.
Very polar experience.
Yes.
But we went there because one of my students, Chandis, happened to be performing. She's an awesome singer, an amazing person.
And a sweetheart. Yeah. The first time I've ever met her. Yeah. Just the nicest could be.
Awesome to go support her and her band in that setting. So that was pretty cool. While we're, again, thanks to Joe Shen and all of you. I wouldn't be here otherwise. Now, when I get to connect with, Zoe and other people that I haven't seen in a while, or in this case, Candace, who I've never met in person, just only on Zoom lessons. It's always special. So the ripple effect is just incredible.
Sunday day was a Richard and Johnny day.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So it was
Richie, Johnny, and Robbie day. It turned into, which was awesome.
Yeah. Robbie, by the way, again, our only member, very humble, doesn't want his name mentioned, but we will, because he helped out immensely. I mean, he was helping us with the pictures. He was the tall guy besides me that was taking everybody's photos so that we could have for our collection. Such a cool, down-to-earth guy. Very interesting. We got to have lunch with him and had a couple beers, and it was great. Couple 3, 4 maybe.
Well, actually, before we met up with Robbie, we checked out the Sphere, which is,
oh my God, yeah.
What an incredible, just technologically advanced experience that was.
Yeah.
It's just, so if you're not familiar with it, it's just this giant sphere, just going in there, just
immediately. Yeah. The atmosphere is absolutely just cutting edge, cool. They got the AI robots, which I'm a little freaked out by.
We weren't comfortable around that.
But cool. This is how the Terminator started, by the way.
Selena and Eric, what a stylish choice in outerwear. I can certainly appreciate a fashionable jacket.
Then we got into our seats, and
the inside of this place is unlike anything I've seen. Just this awe-inspiring dome, and it's just all-encompassing, and you just feel like you're
you're just traveling around the world. It's just so submersive in terms of they pumped in smells. They had the vibrating
during the show,
wind, and just the level of detail was just amazing. I mean, it was really, really astounding. We don't have the date yet to give you as far as our full concert review. It will be split up into 2 videos because it's a 3-hour show, which means they're going to be long.
3-hour show.
Exactly. And so what we would love, if you can help us out, is to actually send footage. Like if you were...
Yeah, so we purposely, and we were talking about whether we should record it or not, and we decided to not do that.
Yeah.
Because we really wanted to take the whole thing in as much as we could, and it was such a visceral experience. I'm so glad we did.
Yeah, and plus because we're in the balcony, if I were to film it, I would end up filming the large screen of Charlie. It's like, well, we do that all the time anyway.
Right.
That's already what we do. So it seemed a little silly, and that way I could just, so many times I just close my eyes and let myself slip into the song.
Absolutely.
So yes, if anybody was up close and center-ish, if you've got the full thing or all of the songs or anything like that, we want to invite you to send them to us. Just send a link to throgareacts@gmail.com. I'll put that right here. Or maybe it'll go from this way to this way. I don't know. And if you can upload it to whether it's Google Drive or YouTube, list it as unlisted, not private. And if you, or if it is public, that's fine too. And just send us a link to that. And then once we're able to organize everything, we will announce the date. And it'll be nice for us to go back and revisit these.
It's just with fresh ears. We loved it. Spoiler alert, we loved it, but we'll go into more detail of, the things in particular that we absolutely love.
And in the meantime, here are some Shenmi that we were lucky enough to meet and spend some time with.
Sometimes we don't stop, we don't stop to see the stars are shining. Life is what you are when times get hard. Just raise your glass and toast to all the things you love, the lives you're giving up, all the miracles that seem like never enough. The very heart of us that's been collecting dust, let it out, 'cause these are the best of days. Whoa, whoa, just let it out. These are the best of days. Whoa.
Well, it's time to say goodbye.
It's time to say goodbye.
We're such dorks.
I love these little rosy cheeks too.
No, and then Charlie's got the funny ears.
So
anyway,
in conclusion, what an amazing trip, an amazing show. We met so many just
amazing
awesome people.
Yeah.
And
Thank
we
you,
couldn't have
everybody.
asked for a better experience. So
Thank you for the support, all the coffees you bought that literally got us there, and your continued support as we continue to go down this never-ending rabbit hole.
Oh, that was good.
That is it for now. We love you guys.
Thank you guys so much. Bye.